Well, I've just come to the end of Hythe Street, so I'm still pointing in the same direction towards the station and the station bridge, which are over there. And I've just noticed something. This is the Said Business School, and there's something on the forecourt. So who is this guy? My first thought, they call economics the dismal science, and given that this is a business school, maybe this is a statue of an economist, possibly the first economist, as some would call him, Adam Smith. Actually, though, I think the clothing is too modern to be Adam Smith and not casual enough. That looks like a fairly modern vest that he has got on, open neck shirt over it, no tie. I think Adam Smith would have been more formally dressed. Rather worn hands, perhaps. A ring. Not much detail in the shoes, and I don't see any shoelaces. British, in Britain, the government official who organises the country's finances is called the Chancellor, or the Chancellor of the Exchequer, and is often photographed with a briefcase, holding their papers for the yearly budget. And maybe this is a Chancellor. I think that's quite an old-fashioned bag, though. He's looking away from the Said Business School, for which I can't blame him, actually. I've just noticed that the school has some little figures too inside it. There's one. There's another, maybe not particularly visible. Sit in the centre of the picture. Oh no, that's not one, that's a student. And, oh, there's another. And there's another. I don't know whether these people have any connection with the seated man. The side used to display quite a lot of art. This corner room was used for art exhibitions, and in fact I've exhibited some of my cartoons here, but they haven't used it for that for quite a time, I believe. So who is this? Oh, well, this looks like an artist's statement. It's got the insignia of the university and the Side Business School on the left, and a QR code. Seated figure, 2016. Bronze, steel, exterior paint, 300 centimetres high, edition AP, last in an edition of 3. Sean Henry, born 1965. Seated figure has both an active and passive presence. We can see the tension in his shoulders and notice his steady focused gaze into the middle distance while his hands rest protectively on his bag. More specific ideas that we may bring to the sculpture remain in the mind of the viewer. What is he waiting for? Why has he turned his back to the business school? Who is he? The urban context here may lead the viewer in certain directions, but his anonymous figure is open to interpretation. Resolutely on his own, even when surrounded by people, the sculpture invites the viewer to connect with it and to consider filling in their own narrative.
Sorry, it's so good, isn't it?
It is indeed, yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Do you know who the sculpture is?
There's a bit of information there. Your shadow's over it, but
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Henry.
Sean Henry.
But I don't know who Sean Henry is.
No. So good, so alive.
I know.
Alive,
Yes.
isn't it? It depends on individual
Yes.
what to expect.
That's right. So there he is, and as I say, I did wonder whether this was Adam Smith thinking up the science of economics, gazing over what might be imagined as a factory there, perhaps a pin factory, because he wrote about the division of labour using pin factories as an example and how tasks could be made more efficient. But I don't think the clothing quite fits. He has the same sort of presence as the window cleaner. You may not know who I mean by the window cleaner. He is a workman with a stepladder at the base of a tall building. And if I remember rightly, his wearing a cap, and his hand is pushing the cap aside slightly as he tilts his head back to look at all the windows in the very tall building behind him. And the statue is on or near the Paddington end of the Marylebone Road in London.